Life had never been easy for Jasper, a struggling farmer in the quiet town of Willowbrook. One sweltering summer day, while tilling his parched fields, his plow struck something solid. His eyes widened as he uncovered what appeared to be an ancient relic, partially buried in the dry earth. His heart raced with excitement as he reached out to touch it. When Jasper pulled the object out of the sand, he could not comprehend what he had just found. The back had looked like some sort of coin, but he could not have been more wrong. It looked like he had just pulled a strange-looking giant spider out of the dirt. At first, it felt as solid as a rock, but when it started to move, he knew that he was dealing with something very different. But what is going on with Jasper's find? How does it suddenly start to move, and how much trouble is the poor farmer in now? But before we start our story, smash the like button, make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you won't miss any new stories. Farmer Jasper had long been struggling to keep his head above water. His old fields had been producing less and less with each passing year, and the heat wave that had come over the country this year felt like it could be the nail in the coffin for him. His lands were very, very old. They had been in the family for generations, and his grandfather had always preached to him how special it was. Jasper had started to try and make old areas of the farm fertile again. His father had given up on this a long time ago, but Jasper was desperate. It was a very difficult process, but he was finally starting to make some progress. That is, until he felt his plow suddenly come to an abrupt and hard stop, and Jasper could hear the machine brake under him. It looked like it might have hit something very hard that destroyed it. But what could the possibility be? The only thing that Jasper could think of was that the plow might have hit a large rock or something, but this land had been used as farming land before. How could there still be such a large obstacle present? Desperate for an answer, Jasper got a shovel and started to dig in the ground below the plow. It did not take him long before he hit the same hard thing as the plow had broken on. It looked like he hit a rock in the ground. But the more he dug out, the more it started to look like this was very differently shaped. He started digging with a passion, and pretty soon he managed to determine that this was some sort of small stone structure. Jasper was afraid that the small structure would also be filled with dirt on the inside, but that was not really the case. There was something sticking out of the dry earth. He could not exactly make sense of it at first, but it looked like maybe a coin of some sort. In one smooth motion, he pulled the thing out of the dirt, and when he got a first glance of what he was actually dealing with, Jasper immediately dropped it again out of pure shock and jumped back. His brain needed a moment to process what had just happened. From the looks of things, he had just pulled a giant spider-like creature out from the dirt. Jasper waited at least 5 minutes. He was not taking any chances here. But when nothing happened, he could not help himself but approach the creature. He had never seen or heard of a spider with a backside like this. And when he built up the courage to touch the thing again, it felt really cold and hard to the touch, like it was something made out of stone. Was this also man-made, some sort of tiny stature? Whatever this find was, Jasper's mind could only focus on one aspect of the object now. How much was this worth, and what could he sell it for? He managed to make his way out of the ground again. But by this point, he was not alone in the area anymore. More people from surrounding farms had come to the broken-down plow and were surprised when they saw their friend Jasper just climbing out of the ground. They, of course, had a lot of questions. Squinting against the midday sun, Jasper caught his breath, his heart racing. The relic in his pocket felt like a weighty responsibility. With dirt smeared on his face and hands, he began to spin his web of deception. "The old plow's gone and done it again," he sighed, feigning exasperation as he pointed at the broken equipment. The other farmers, easily distracted, began inspecting it, sharing in Jasper's apparent misfortune. The relic remained concealed, its secret preserved for the moment. Despite Jasper's distraction, murmurs began among the farmers. "Did anyone else see him climb out of that hole?" whispered one. The knot of men exchanged puzzled glances, their attention divided between the plow and the mysterious underground structure. Jasper could feel their eyes on him. "Jasper," began Robert, a grizzled old farmer, "what's this hole you came out of?" Gathering his thoughts quickly, Jasper replied, "Just an old cellar from my grandfather's time. Used to play there as a kid. Dangerous, really." The tale was old but believable. Jasper hoped it would be enough. The farmers eventually dispersed, leaving Jasper alone. At his farmhouse, under dim lamplight, he removed the relic from his pocket. Late into the night, Jasper typed feverishly, searching for answers about the relic and underground structure. Most results were inconclusive, but a local historical forum hinted at mysterious underground sites nearby. As dawn painted the sky, Jasper called his mother, hoping her vast family knowledge could help. His phone broke the tense silence. "I'm here, Jasper." "By the old structure," his mother's voice said, taut with unease. Confused, Jasper hurried to the site. He found his mother, rigid, staring into the dark abyss. "Your grandfather was involved in a bank heist," she revealed. "They hid the loot in a complex underground structure, using this farm as a cover. The relic," she explained, "was a decoy to deter curious eyes by making it appear like an ancient artifact." As she spoke, the relic began to shiver, its outer shell pulsating. Her recognition seemed to trigger a reaction. A fissure formed along its surface. Slowly, a slender leg poked out, followed by others. Before their eyes, a magnificent spider emerged, renewed from its old shell. Jasper stood captivated by the intricate molting process and the spider's vibrant new form. Gathering herself, his mother explained that the spider was a metaphor for their past shedding old secrets and embracing truth. The farm had been a hideout, and the spider relic a warning to superstitious locals. "The money was never truly ours," she said with sorrow. Jasper, torn between duty and family, asked, "What do we do now?" She replied, "We need to find a way to make things right." Determined to understand more, Jasper contacted Dr. Helena Avery, a renowned arachnologist. When she arrived and examined the spider, her astonishment was evident. "I've only ever read about these," she said, her eyes wide with excitement. Dr. Avery tells Jasper that the spider belongs to a nearly extinct species, believed by ancient cultures to bring both fortune and doom. Could the spider be a guardian of the hidden loot from the bank robbery? Driven by curiosity, Jasper visits Willowbrook's local museum. Delving into archived records, he finds an old map showing sacred sites, and his farm is one of them, marked with a spider icon. The mystery of his land deepens. In their dimly lit living room, Jasper and his mother share heavy glances. "We need to set things right," she finally says. Jasper nods, understanding the stolen money must be returned. As Jasper pores over overdue bills, despair gnaws at him. The family farm teeters on bankruptcy. Meanwhile, the spider, vibrant in its enclosure, seems to shimmer with life. Jasper wonders if the creature might offer a way out, but at what moral cost? Night after night, Jasper wrestles with himself. Selling the spider could save the farm, but it would exploit a rare and wondrous being. One evening, a sleek black car pulls up. Mr. Winthrop, a wealthy collector, offers Jasper a staggering sum for the spider. The temptation is overwhelming. Yet, in the dim glow of his room, watching the spider weave its intricate web, Jasper feels a surge of protectiveness. He realizes he must safeguard the creature, even if it means refusing a fortune. Determined to rebuild bridges, Jasper reconnects with old friends and distant relatives. Over shared meals and honest conversations, old wounds begin to heal. He realizes the real treasure isn't money or artifacts, it's the people and bonds he had neglected. The town hall fills quickly, buzzing with anticipation. He recounts the bank heist, the discovery, and the moral crossroads he faced. Then, with quiet resolve, he proposes using the stolen money to invest in Willowbrook, funding public projects, schools, and healthcare. His vision: a thriving, united community. Moved by his sincerity, Willowbrook bands together. Workdays are organized to rejuvenate Jasper's farm. Local businesses offer resources, children play in the fields, and the elderly share stories, weaving a tapestry of renewed unity. Through hardship, Willowbrook discovers its true strength: its people. Visitors from afar come to witness the marvel, and the sanctuary becomes a testament to Jasper's commitment to preservation. Yet, the burden remains. Every glance, every murmur from the townsfolk reminds him of the weight of his discovery. Summoning inner strength, he clings to his true mission: protect the spider's secret and honor his family's history. Under a starry sky, The farm echoed with the cries of a newborn Jasper's child, born surrounded by love and hope. Tears of happiness rolled down their faces, and the joy spread throughout the community. Cradling his child, Jasper reflected on the lessons the past had offered. With the mysteries of the farm and the support of the community, he dreamed of teaching his child about resilience, unity, and love. In the warm glow of the farmhouse, laughter and lullabies filled the air. Jasper's mother shared old tales, his wife sang to their baby, and Jasper captured these precious moments, determined to preserve their renewed family bond. Late one evening, Jasper wrote a heartfelt letter to his child, speaking of the farm's magic, life's challenges, and the importance of honesty, perseverance, and love, sealing his hopes for the future in every line. Meanwhile, the spider found a quiet corner in its sanctuary, spinning a cocoon filled with eggs. Word spread quickly, and soon, locals and visitors gathered, eager to witness a new chapter in the farm's story. Sitting atop a hill, Jasper looked over his thriving farm. His family, once fragmented, now stood strong beside him. His child played nearby as laughter echoed across the fields. Life had come full circle, bringing peace and contentment. Jasper's journey from the mysterious relic to redemption became a legend. Willowbrook, once a sleepy town, now proudly embraced its jewel, a testament to one man's devotion, love, and the magic of nature.